Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to more Zero. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today we're on Rampage by TK Leo. Very popular map at the moment and a World Series map. And we've got a very recent replay displayed in the last couple of days between two expert players. Down in the bottom left, we have the mighty ExCaL with the purple GLA Stealth. And then all the way facing him today, all the way at the top of the map. I believe this might have been a challenge between them both. We have the sign player with the GLA Demolition, which is Marakar. So it's an interesting matchup, this one, because a lot of people will obviously say GLA Demolition is very strong because you've got like the demo ambush and demo bikes and stuff later on, but typically on like a normal 1v1 map, probably a lot of the pros will prefer stealth. And the reason being is the cheaper units and obviously the stealth tunnels. Early game, which generally gains you such a massive advantage that later on when Demolition finally does get his demo bikes up or whatever he needs, generally the stealth player would have quite an advantage already due to all them cheaper units and stuff like that, unless there's amazing TNT happens or the demo gets a bigger oil boom or something like that going on. But on this map it throws that into question again, because if the map does go late on this, the GLA Demolition SCUD storms do take a massive toll on the stealth, because the stealth can obviously stealth his SCUD storms, but the GLA Demolition SCUD storms, if you're beaconing all the stealth ones, they can just like one-shot them down to the hole, and with like a few extra taps of damage, you can actually finish them off down to the hole, but you can at least reset it. Marakar coming in with the technical, I think that's actually got some stuff inside of it. Does have some stuff inside of it, which is a bit confusing really. He just brought a couple of RPGs. Maybe he was going to go and try and grab that bunker. Technical from Marakar destroys the one of ExCaL on the top of the map, and also stopping ExCaL from getting his tunnel up. So yeah, leads me to think like this all Rampage does throw normal balance up in the air. Like definitely gives China Vanilla a boost, for example. Wow, nice demo trap there from Marakar. Kills two technicals there of ExCaL. If we have a look at the oil caps, looks like ExCaL has got 3 so far. Marakar is either on 4 or about to be on 4. And ExCaL does deny that oil capture up in the top left. It's such like a small little detail, but it will have a greater impact later on into the game, because if he grabs that now and then grabs that again in 10 seconds, like killing that rebel does delay things a lot, because you see a bit of a traffic jam now. It does delay things quite a lot, considering the value of the technical of the rebel is only like what, $150 or $200. Another technical there of ExCaL does get stopped. Worth saying that obviously Marakar, this is his second home on Oil Rampage. You see him playing it literally every day, probably 10 games, 20 games a day on this map, and probably prides himself on it being his strongest map and being having a very good score on it. He obviously beat Vivid 2-0 on it on the World Series as well. In fact, if you want like a little random stats that you could say is pointless, but you could say 66% of Marakar's wins in the World Series against Vivid came from this map, because I think, what did he win? He won 3 games, and 2 of which were on Oil Rampage. So, you could say that's a pointless stat. I mean, stats don't mean a hell of a lot most of the time. You can, yeah, you can just say random stats and stuff like that. But you might find that useful. I'm not saying Marakar's bad on every other map by any means, or anything like that. But so it's a true stat at least. So ExCaL holding the right hand side. He got a load of tunnels here with quads and RPGs. But Marakar wanting to apply the pressure. He's got a few scorpions here. Needs to be careful he doesn't go too close to the front here, because these RPGs can just turn around and annihilate all those. But Marakar does seemingly want to continue to push. Chasing these RPGs, trying to pick them off. But I think he's running into a bit of a bad position. There's so many tunnels here. And like, it's like that battle of 300, isn't it? It doesn't matter how many numbers you have if you're forced into a little channel like that, and then suddenly you've got a load of tunnels. ExCal's already teched as well. So if ExCaL can hold this, I think he's actually in a really good position, because I think he's got his palace faster than the opponent. Saying that, there's already a SCUD storm on the way, so maybe not. ExCaL, yeah, he does have a faster SCUD storm. does have a faster Scud Storm. So it looks like all of Marakar's oils are captured. Same for ExCaL. I reckon, you know, that ExCaL might watch... Oh no, he definitely watched already the Marakar versus Vivid games. And probably would have seen Vivid's performance against Marakar on this map and saw that he lost it twice. And also Vivid failed to get the refinery and the oil on both sides of the map when he played Air against Tox against Marakar. So maybe ExCaL will think about that and think, you know what, I'm actually pretty good on this map. Maybe he thinks he's like better than Marakar on this map. And if the line of thinking is like that, you probably would pick it against Vivid. Because obviously ExCaL is against Vivid in the semi-finals of the World Series next. So yeah, ExCaL will definitely be picking some maps to play against Vivid, and this could be one. So ExCaL with a faster Scud Storm. There is a beacon from Marakar, and it is a 1. It's not an A like normal. Got a beacon from ExCaL as well on the single Scud Storm there from Marakar. Don't know exactly what that bomb on the palace will do, but on that one, does it prevent the will it prevent the saboteur from going inside of it? If he tries to go inside it, will it explode on entry? I don't actually know. Or is it just to stop it getting captured? But the palace can't get captured, can it? So Marakar has his Jarman out, just making his way to the buggies of ExCaL. ExCaL with another Scud Storm down at the bottom left, another Scud Storm, another Scud Storm, another Scud Storm, and another one. He's spreading them out nicely. Maybe that one is a little bit too close to that one, but I mean, where else could it be? It could probably be down here. I think what you'll see on this map generally is like one market, which is what you've seen from ExCaL, and then everything into Scuds. So you get the worker shoes, you get your upgrades, and then everything into Scud Storms. Ooh. Has Marakar seen that? I think he has seen it. And the annoying thing is that he can't do anything about it right now. He could force fire to ground. Nah, it's too late. It's too late. ExCaL gets the reset on it. Even though it was only probably a couple of minutes saved, he actually force fired to ground still, so he's lost a bike for it as well. I think Marakar is getting outplayed quite heavily so far. The XP would say that. ExCaL has more Scud Storms on the map and also more Scud Storms building. Even an extra one here in the middle. And another one. He's literally pouring everything in. And I think he's mixing it up, because last time I saw him play Marakar on this map a couple of times, he went heavy on the aggression. He went like 5 war factories and pressed the issue, but this time he's completely changing it up and just making loads and loads of Scud Storms and basically, what, no units? Or he's got 2 war factories, a few buggies inside of there, but apart from that, maybe he just knows the way Marakar plays. And that's going to be bunkering up. So therefore, fight fire with fire. But double the fire is double the Scud Storms. And currently he has way more than double the Scud Storms. So yeah, Marakar is in quite a lot of trouble here. You just look at that Scud Storm war going on in the corner, and he is in a lot of trouble. And that's another reason why stealth has an advantage, because if you're pushing in with them buggies, you can't pick off all those defenses unless you're constantly scanning. Whereas if the stealth went heavy buggies, you could pick off that, you could pick off that, you could pick off that, because you know where all the defenses are. There's never any chance you're going to run into a random defense, whereas the demo has to be constantly scanning the map, trying to find out where the defenses are. Couple of demo traps there, not very useful. Marakar on the right, and oh, the Saboteur didn't make it in. Yeah, a couple of Saboteurs there for ExCaL have not made it in. That's probably what, $800 on the first one, $800 on the second one, $1,600 wasted. Which is not much in the grand scheme of things. One of them actually did achieve their goals. That's 2,400 if we're including that one. We did get a couple of minutes reset. ExCaL's going to fire 2 scuds pretty soon. One's in 10 seconds, one is in less than 50 seconds. Just realized ExCaL's beacon 3 and 4. Because you can only place 3 beacons in 0. Maybe there should be in Zezon's game patch that will eventually make it onto our computers, probably at some point, at least for testing to see if it's any good. Maybe you should be allowed to place more beacons. Maybe it should be like in 1v1s, you can place 100 beacons if you want. Or at least like 10 or something, because in these massive super weapon wars, you do need to beacon. Then if it slowed the game down by any means. But we've got ExCaL firing another Scud Storm now, and that is on these oils here at the front. So yeah, that's quite a good Scud actually, because his attack there could have baited out an attack, a defense. I think we might have picked a one-sided replay here, you know. I think ExCaL is just completely doing a job here on Marakar. Marakar is going to get to cause some damage of his own. And remember, ExCaL has gone all in on Scud Storms. He is basically only just at 12-13 minutes, only just making another market. But Marakar is going to lose the Scud Storm here. Doesn't have enough units out. Remember, his buggies are more expensive than the buggies of ExCaL. ExCaL's like $900. Are those 1,000? I think they're 1,000. Scud Storm fired from Marakar.
We can now use our Scud Storm. General, a Scud Storm has been launched.
See, I suppose the thing that's not going for ExCaL is that because he's gone so heavy on the Scud Storms, if Marakar does focus down the oils on like the single market, then ExCaL would be theoretically quite low on cash. So damage done to both players here. ExCaL has lost 2 oils there in the middle and a couple of Scud Storms as well. But ExCaL still maintains a decent Scud Storm lead. And he's also done mega damage up in the top left to Marakar's base. Marakar also doesn't have many markets. But ExCaL just seems, even though they've both got about the same amount of markets, ExCaL just seems quite ahead just because, like, he's just got so many more Scud Storms. And I think the main reason is that because his vehicles are cheaper. I think he had a better start. He's killed more generally. He's been more cost efficient with the trades. Yeah, it's just been better overall with the buggies, I think.
Launching Scud Storm. We can now use our Scud Storm. A warrior has fallen.
Another Scud Storm now fired for ExCaL. Going to hit this Scud here in the middle.
Being attacked.
A warrior has fallen.
I have something to
Damage being done to both players, but ExCaL still retains this Scud Storm advantage. A bit of a buggy trade-off there from both players, but I think Marakar is still trailing behind. Rebel ambush used on top of the buggies, and I think Marakar needed that, actually. He really did need that. ExCaL is level 5, so Anthrax Bomb Oh, he's only just building his CC. No way. No way he's only just building his CC. He has not been getting the bounty money. I wasn't paying attention to that. ExCaL now pushing with a load of buggies. I don't know where that scud is going to hit. It's going to actually hit the production. So I don't know really if Marakar is just going to die to this big quad push now. Big quad pop also from Marakar though. And I think he's going to be able to hold this. He's got the superior numbers here. ExCal's got another Scud Storm ready to fire. ExCaL fires another Scud. That's looking like on the production again. Going to do a little bit of damage to this Scud over on the right. CC's only 50% built. 16 minutes into the game. Over on the left, we've got another Scud Storm firing for ExCaL. I think he's going to go and try and finish this one off. Marakar cannot repair that. He's going to die. He's going to die to the toxin. Marakar also fires a Scud of his own.
Our base is under attack.
A warrior has fallen.
What? Oh, maybe ExCal's damaged both of those. I think he's going to sneak. He's going to sneak between that. But Marakar's actually killed the production of ExCaL. Actually, one of the war factories. One of them is still alive. Big pop here now from Marakar. Is he going to be able to get anything done? And why is he not committing to that attack? I think he could have won that engagement, you know. He pops at the last minute. But why pop at the last minute? What was he doing? When he initially popped, I thought he could win that engagement. Confusing there from Marakar. Probably was a reason for it. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what, but I felt like he could take a major advantage there. ExCaL only has 3 quads left, see. That engagement had gone a little bit better for Marakar. I think it would have been a bit of panic mode there for ExCaL. And there's a few buggies right ready to go there as well. Marakar now on the offensive. ExCaL comes in with the Anthrax bomb. Poor Jean-Michel, man. Whatever did he do? Turns blue and dies. But ExCaL has his own sneak, I think. But how many units does he have inside of this tunnel? He doesn't actually have that many. ExCaL firing another Scud Storm. We're just in time to see that. Another market there falls. And I think both players are going to be left with a lot of Scud Storms and not much cash. Still got an oil there in the back. ExCaL with a sneak up in the top left. Marakar is there with a load of buggies, and that's quite a nice defense there. He exploded one of the workers, and he's going to close that down with a load of buggies. ExCaL does have another Scud Storm ready to fire though. Yeah, it is a true Scud Storm war, this replay, 100%. Marakar with another Scud.
A warrior has fallen.
He's going to kill a lot of defense today. You're going to get a lot of bounty money for that. Watch his money. I think he should go up quite a bit. Maybe it didn't go up so much. He does have a CC. Should be getting the bounty money, but this whole top left position has been completely wiped out. Somehow this little tower has survived. That's not garrisonable, by the way. That's literally just some random prop that apparently doesn't destruct. That's one thing that does annoy me. Only a little tiny thing about Zero. Some of the buildings you can't like put your cursor over it, you can't select it, you can't like attack it. You could probably place the building over it and it'd probably wipe it out, but it's like it'd be a little bit more realistic if it actually did die, if it was destructible, if you could actually garrison it, you know what I mean? Just a little bit more interactable than just a prop that just disappears if you build over it. Got another Scud Storm firing now, and that's from ExCaL down in the bottom left.
We can now use our Scud Storm.
Toxin Tractor's just finished clearing up, and he's about to get wiped out, and another load of Toxin residue will be left from the Scud Storm. Only 3 Scud Storms up now for Marakar, and a ton for ExCaL.
Don't push me.
Another Scud Storm from ExCaL, and that's going to be on this Scud Storm of Marakar. And at this point, does Marakar realistically have a chance? He's just lost his oil. There's one left, actually. I'm surprised that's still alive. The Rebel Ambush does wipe out a bus, but I think is ExCaL going to win that engagement anyway? He does have a lot of quads there. Going to be kind of close, but yeah, he's just going to scrape by with just enough quads, and Marakar has been defeated. That was pretty flawless there from ExCaL. Definitely changed it up from the last few times he's played Marakar when he's gone heavy aggression. with like the 5 war factories and stuff like that. I think he did that a few games, realized maybe if you be overly aggressive, it's not actually the most optimal strat. But I think if you keep your opponent guessing, sometimes it's good to go aggressive, sometimes it's good to sit back and make a load of Scud Storms. But ExCaL definitely spent every penny. I don't think he even had a full tunnel at some points in the game. He just literally spent every penny on loads of Scud Storms, and he's nicely spacing them out as well around the map. So when Marakar's Scuds do hit, they don't get a double kill. So yeah, GG, well played there to both players. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Get NordVPN if you want to protect yourself on Game Ranger. It helps support the channel as well. And I'll see you in the next one. GG.